Touch the poet as usual. It's always great seeing you here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's
Thank
likewise.
you. I dedicate my holy poem to you.
Thank you so much. Nice.
No. Why would he do so?
Well, to the Indian diaspora, put it that way.
But that's good. That's good. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. No. I can see you all in the live, but I cannot see you this here. Yeah. Welcome to the poetry reading with Fertile Brains. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and happy Holi. Fertile Brains is a place where poets meet to share their wins. Happy Holi. And so let's dive into the creative world and indulge yourself in, for the rest of the time, listening and welcoming and the beautiful hearts. Please welcome our first poet. Our first poet has joined for the first time. Please welcome Swarna, little girl. Please welcome and please cheer her up.
Little girl, is that what you said?
Thank you so much. I was tempted, since this is a new space, to read my old poems because I'm comfortable with them. But I decided to take a risk and go with my newer poems from this week so that I get some exposure to reading them out loud, and see how it feels to read them out loud. So here we go. The first one is called The Innocence of Purple. Purple toys everywhere. It's her favorite color. Ask no more. But aren't we the same at our core? We pick out furniture that matches our lofty dreams. Fill our nights with movies for the loudest screams. Select the picture with the stunning moonlight beams. Decorate our life with innocent schemes. Choose the thread that keeps us from bursting at the seams. Travel back to the dreamiest of our life scenes. It's whatever takes our breath, or it's certain death. Isn't that what we believe? That was my first one. The next one is The Oasis of Truth. So here we go. I bow down to the power of truth. Truth, I am in awe of you. You are music, love, beauty, and you create every shape of divinity. You are my compass, my captain, my muse, and you never lose. I adore you, I praise you, I surrender to you. For when you enter me, you are pure ecstasy. I fall at your feet, for I know that you are infinity. Empty me of animosity and fill me up with curiosity. I want to be just like you. That's my second one.
Excellent. That was Suvarna. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Thanks for joining, Suvarna. Please do join every week, Sundays, the same time. We love to hear you.
Thank you.
Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Once again, please welcome our next poet, Mercedes. Mercedes has joined us for the first time. Please welcome Mercedes. Mercedes, please unmute your mic.
Okay, hold on a second. We're not quite ready yet. Hold on a second. Well, actually, maybe go to another person and then come back to us, please.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Okay, please. Let me call upon. Yeah, she joined us after a long gap. Please welcome Tasneem Hossain. Tasneem Hossain is a well-known writer from Bangladesh. Please welcome Tasneem.
Hello, everybody. Well, I'm Tasneem from Bangladesh, as already Prasanna has said. I'm sorry, Prasanna. I promised you that I'll start coming when I come to Bangladesh. Unfortunately, I've been very sick, and right now also my voice is cracked. Still, I am here just for you. Okay, so today I'm going to recite 2 poems.
No.
The first one is loneliness. Loneliness. This poem was written during the social distancing period in COVID, and people were so frustrated being alone. And at that time, I composed this poem. Loneliness engulfs me in fantasy. I drown not in emptiness, but in ecstasy. No noise, no rage, no anger, no rush. Just a quiet, peaceful bliss, I blush. The calmness spirals, emotions abound. No hatred, no chaos, no sound. Simply the sweet smell of night jasmine around. In the flickering, flashing dreams, I drown. Shivering with the gentle touch of my lover, warmth of the lips and breath, myself I discover. Nothing but silence, yet such powerful vibrations. Only the loneliness and my sprightly sensations. Oh, sweet loneliness, come to me. Show thy power in its full capacity. I embrace this loneliness to feel alive. Loneliness sometimes lets me survive. Thank you. That was the first poem.
Very well said, ma'am. Very well said. Beautiful.
Thank you very much. My second poem is in Urdu because I'm a multilingual poet. I write in English, Bangla, and Urdu. So this one is Urdu. It's a very short poem. I will give the translation as well for the others who don't understand Urdu. The poem is titled Zindagi Ka Safar, Life's Journey. जिंदगी के सफर में राही को एक मकसद चाहिए, साथ साथी का ना हो तो क्या खुदा की बंदगी चाहिए। कांटों से भरी हो राहें तो मुश्किल क्या, जमाने को संवारने की कोशिश चाहिए। राही हो बिना मकसद के तो जिंदगी की जरूरत ही क्या है। The translation of the poem is, in life's journey, you must have a goal. If you don't have any friends to support, there is always the Creator with you. Even if the path is thorny, it's not difficult. You must strive to achieve your goal. If the traveler has no goals, then what is the point of living this life? Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for making it tonight, and thanks for presenting your 2 beautiful poems, one in Hindi, one in Urdu, and one in English, and beautifully recited. And I appreciate your when you're presenting, please give a gist of it so that you could save our time. Thank you for making it tonight, once again, ma'am. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Please welcome Prabha Shastri Joshua. Prabha Shastri Joshua writes in Telugu, Kannada, and she's a very well-known poet from Mysore. Prabha Shastri Joshua.
Good evening to everybody. Today I am reading my 2000 Subhashita. I completed already 2000 poems. Okay. Prayah samprati kopaya, prayah samprati kopaya, sanmargasyopade. Vilona nasika sevya yadvadadartha darsanam. అంటే సన్మార్గంలో నడు అని ఎవరైనా చెబితే కోపం వస్తుంది, ముక్కు పోగొట్టుకున్న వాడికి అద్దం చూపెట్టడం తప్పు అవుతుంది. You can explain, Prasanna, this meaning in English if they want. I can't explain nicely. That is the problem. Another poem in Telugu, my mother tongue. This is one moral poem. If you went any temple, first you ask our Panchamrata, then Naivedyam means some sweet food, anything they will give. On that, today I written one హాస్య కవిత. ఇది 5 వరుసలతో 5 చరణాల పంచామృత కవనము. అవసరమైన అక్షరాల ఉద్ధరణితో ఇచ్చే సత్యమైన భావం. ఇక్కడ ప్రతి చరణంలో చిన్న హాస్యం ఉంది, అనుభవంలో భాష్యం ఉంది. చదివి అర్థం చేసుకోండి. పంచామృత. గుడిలో గంట కట్టినది, గుడిలో గంట కట్టినది గుడి ఘంటానాదం ఊదికంతా తెలపటానికి మాత్రమే. గుడిలో గంట కట్టినది గుడి ఘంటానాదం ఊరికంతా తెలపటానికి మాత్రమే. గుడికి మనం వచ్చామని దేవుడికి గంట వాయించి తెలిపేందుకు కాదు. దేవుడికి గంట వాయించి తెలిపేందుకు కాదు. దేవుడి గుడికి వెళ్ళడం అంటే ప్రార్థించడానికి, భజన చేయటానికి, ధ్యానం చేయటానికి, స్తుతించి శాంతి పొందటానికే కానీ అతని ఎదురుగా 3 పొడుగులా పడుకొని మనవి చేసి దండం పెట్టి కష్టం ఇవ్వడానికి కాదు. దేవస్థానంలో ప్రదక్షిణ చేయటం అంటే ఏకాగ్రత మనస్సుతో స్మరిస్తూ దేవుడి దర్శన భాగ్యానికి భక్తితో సాగేదే కానీ కట్టిన పట్టుబట్ట, వేసుకున్న నగా నట్ర ప్రజలు చూడాలని ప్రదర్శన చేయటానికి కాదు. అడిగి పంచామృతం స్వీకరించడం అంటే దేవుడికి అభిషేకం చేసిన బిందువుల్లో దేవుడి దయను రుచిని తెలుసుకుందుకు మాత్రమే. కానీ చెమ్ము నిండా అడిగి చప్పరిస్తూ పీలుస్తూ దొరికిన ద్రాక్షలు జీడిపప్పులు లెక్క వేసేది కాదు. గుడిలో ప్రసాదం స్వీకరించడం, దేవుడి నైవేద్యం అరచేయి చాచి కొంచెం తీసుకోవడం, ఇంట్లో పొయ్యి అంటించకుండా వచ్చి పొట్ట నిండా త్రేణుకులు వచ్చేలా భోజనం చేసేది ప్రసాదం కాదు. గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటారు కదా, గుడికి వెళ్ళేది మన మనశ్శాంతి కోసం. నమస్కారం. థ్యాంక్ యూ టు ఎవరిబడి. కవిత్వం చదవనా? ఏదైనా టైం అయిపోయిందా? ప్రసన్న, ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ. ప్రసన్న, ఓకే, I will read another poem. Today, I am reading another language, Kannada. That is Karnataka Rashtra language. Okay, Kannada. Vishwa Jala Dina. సకల చరాచరಗಳಿಗೆ ಮೂಲವು ಆಗಸದ ಕಪ್ಪು ಮೋಡವು ಉಗಮವು. ಧರಣಿಯ ತಣಿಸಲು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರುವವು. ಅದು ಜಲವಲ್ಲದೆ ಮತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ವಾಟರ್. Water gave us God. Yes, we are not wasting the water. On that I written one poem. Neeru means water. ನೀರು ಶಾಂತಿಯನ್ನು ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಸುತ್ತದೆ, ಸಂಘರ್ಷಗಳಿಗೆ ಕಾರಣವೂ ಆಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಸಹಕಾರ ನೀಡಿದರೆ ಸಹಕಾರಾತ್ಮಕವಾಗಿ ಇರುತ್ತದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಉಳಿಸಿ, ಸೇಕರಿಸಿ, ಜಾಗ್ರತೆ ಮಾಡಿ. ದೇವರು ನಮಗಾಗಿ ನೀಡಿರುವ ವರದಾನವು ನೀರು. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಚ್ಚಾಟ, ಕಾದಾಟ ಮಾಡೋದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಜೀವಕ್ಕೂ ಅತ್ಯಮೂಲ್ಯ ಸಂಪನ್ನವು ನೀರು. ಆ ದೈವಕ್ಕೆ ತಲೆಬಾಗಿ ನಮಿಸೋಣ. ಪ್ರಕೃತಿ ನೀಡಿರುವ ಕೊಡುಗೆಯನ್ನು ಕಾಪಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. We save water. That is, I am saying, don't waste water, because nowadays in summer in India, in Hyderabad, no water. In Bangalore also, we are suffering so much. So don't waste water. You use limitly. There, I am saying like that. Okay. Namaste to everybody. Prasanna?
Thank you, Amma. Thank you. That was on Save Water, and she presented, Prabha ma'am presented in both Telugu and English languages. That was wonderful. Thanks for joining, Amma. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please give a round of applause.
Thank you very much.
Next up is Mercedes. Mercedes has joined us for the first time. Please welcome Mercedes.
Okay. We're together in San Francisco, and we wrote this book together called A Morning Tonka, and the handwriting is her font, and then the language below is Japanese, and we were fortunate enough to get Yuri Miki, who's a Japanese slam champion, to translate this into Japanese for us. Is this me?
Yes.
Oh. How you look at me, the kiss of words from your lips leaves me wanting you, navigating gravity, waiting brings us sweet longing.
Hearing your sweet voice, read your poetry to me, sparks igniting fire. You and me, or we and us, minds and bodies touch and dance.
Tell me what you want. I love to listen to you. Delightfully free, sensually desiring you near me, closely loving.
Sweet, alluring man, you are like catnip to me. Moth beholds a flame, an enchanting pas de deux when friends can become lovers.
Waiting for the day, sweet and tempting, delights me. Sun shines in you, warming, hoping, adoring, tango flowers in my dream.
Transfixed by your gaze, you hold my heart in your hands. Life can be so strange, feeling just like a schoolgirl, crushing hard on you, baby.
In this hurricane, look around. In this hurricane, look around, see you smile, beckon me ashore. Deep inside your warm port eyes, my hands harbor, shelter us.
Kind and gentle soul, radiating warmth and love, perfect rose blooming. Dreaming, I desire to feel your skin accept my kisses.
My skin is longing, forged in blood from your hot lips, lines on road maps where futures sing our aria, roar of Big Sur sea glass beach.
Utterly charming, impossible to resist. River flows to sea. More than a tasty morsel, you are a delightful feast.
Before the world dies, tangled thighs we slide out of, a dream held, kissing, pulse quickens, nibble on lip, come wrap me in your poppies.
Your words this morning, spontaneous combustion, lifetime of longing. passion burning like wildfire until you are by my side. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Really appreciate the opportunity to read this. And then I want to let you guys know on April 6th, I'm hosting Saturday literary salon. It'll be the first one that I'm doing, and it will be 3 authors reading from their books and then talking about it, and along with an open mic. I'll put the information in the chat, and I'm very fortunate to be working with Lily Swarn as one of the first authors in the group, one American and then a woman from Ireland. Thank you very much. Thank you, Prasanna, and all the poets here. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Prasanna, something is going on with your microphone or something. Maybe you can put the next person that you'd like to read up in the chat.
Maybe Dr. Roopali, you could temporarily take over for him as you sometimes do.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Shall we call Sreedharan Parokode? Have you already read your poem? Yeah.
My time is G. I am to listen now.
Yes, yes, go ahead.
Very short poem in Malayalam. First, I think, is that Nadum Kadum. Nadum Kadum means the place, the land, or the country, and forest. Veilu tilachidunnu, ഇലയെല്ലാം കൊഴിയുന്നു, പീലി കൊഴിഞ്ഞിടുന്നു, ഉള്ളുന്നു കണ്ണുകളും. വെയിലു തിളച്ചിടുന്നു, ഇലയെല്ലാം കൊഴിയുന്നു, പീലി കൊഴിഞ്ഞിടുന്നു, ഉള്ളുന്നു കണ്ണുകളും. പാട്ടുമറന്നിട്ടയ്യോ പടുമുളകൾ നിൽക്കുന്നു, ഓടക്കുഴൽ വിളി കേൾക്കാൻ ഓടകൾ കാതോർക്കുന്നു, ഓടക്കുഴൽ വിളി കേൾക്കാൻ ഓടകൾ കാതോർക്കുന്നു. നാടു കരിഞ്ഞിടുന്നു, നാടു നടുങ്ങിടുന്നു, വെയിലു തിളച്ചിടുന്നു, ഇലയെല്ലാം കൊഴിയുന്നു. My English poem is like this: differential treatment. Differential treatment. The term truce, T-R-U-C-E, the term truce comes as a solution for conflicts arising out of utter foolishness of fight. The term truce comes as a solution for conflicts arising out of utter foolishness of fights. Difference in opinion, difference in ideology and outlook, trigger. Adjustments brings amicable words. Adjustments brings amicable words. Peace never take revenge. Peace never take revenge. It finds ways for a perennial, lovable, and livable status. It finds ways for a perennial, lovable, and livable status. No impertinence, no insolence, no harm to others with egos. No harm to others with ego. Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you so much. Love the mellifluous Malayalam poem that you sang. And yes, this is true what you have said, your English poem.
Yeah.
That we should really put our egos aside. I think that's the greatest problem that comes. I think dear friend Lantern Carrier would be able to tell us a lot more about ego. And he's the spiritual man. So thank you so much. I'll call. I'm going to go one by one as you're on my screen. So I call upon Somdatta Mitra to read her poems.
Good evening, Roopali ma'am. Good evening, everyone. And good morning in the other countries if it is. Wish you all a happy Holi once again. And I would begin with my first poem in English that is related to Holi only. The title I have given is The Vibrant Colors of Holi That Bind Us. Exceeding the desires of a harmonious frolic, painting faces with colored powders, the Hindu ritual of playing Holi in the bucolic and remote life, the ancient folk tales that enlighten hearts for good over evil conviction. A pious Hindu festival spreads the message of universal love. A folk tale comprising a few stories of legends augments. Welcoming spring in releasing the inhibitions, a gathering to rejoice over the togetherness, throwing colors to play under the sun. History unfolds the story of Holika Dahan, attempt of King Hiranyakashipu to kill his son Prahalad, a devotee of Lord Vishnu. A boon that Hiranyakashipu, the sister of the demon king, will be invulnerable to fire. She sat with Prahalad on her lap over a bonfire. She was immolated and Prahalad was saved from the pyre. Over these 2 days celebrations of eternal love between Lord Krishna and Radha, sanguine devotion, romance, and think above. Killing Putana, the demoness of her poisoning Lord Krishna, the prowess of the Lord impacts the folklore in India. A victory of good over evil evolves from the 3 legends that signifies the festival that revolves. Immersing in the festive spirit with smearing colors on each other's forehead, Holi brings cheerful smiles and family unions to a betterment. Sharing joys and abundant love with high spirits, the festival reserves the speculated indifferences in the history. Manifolds of happiness erupt in thoughts, sketch a magnificent panorama of sharing the sweets and embracing each other with affection in a charisma. This is my first poem. Getting into the second poem that is in Hindi, our national language, and that has to relate with Shahid Divas, which we have significantly, reminisced on 23rd of March. So regarding that, I have a few lines to relate so that everyone understands. March 23 is observed as Shahid Divas or Martyrs' Day in India, as in 1931, Bhagat Singh, along with few revolutionaries, Sukhdev Thapar and Rajguru, were hanged to death in Lahore jail for murdering British police officer John Saunders. To pay tribute to the immortal martyrs, their sacrifices, devotion, dedication to free India, smilingly embracing the gallows in the freedom struggle, has left a scar in the hearts of all Indians. With a heavy heart, the frustrations of losing such legends on this day augments to a divine composure, as we reminiscence that cruelty and hazards that the revolutionaries had to combat and confront. To reflect on the values of patriotism, courage, sacrifice, dedication, and perseverance, a country like India has always regenerated brave hearts in each significant turning point. The 3 most notable sacrifices by Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev Thapar, and Shivram Rajguru has mirrored the country for its esteemed valiancy in these devotees of our nation. Quite pragmatic to the concern of our nation over the sudden assassination of Mahatma Gandhi, the founding father of our nation, by Nathuram Godse at Gandhi Smriti in the Birla House in January 30, 1948, is also commemorated as the Martyrs' Day in our country, which shocked the entire nation over a great loss of such an irreparable loss that we faced. Unquestionable, sacrificing their lives as valiants and brave hearts, these martyrs left a moral lesson for all of us, that our concern for our country is equally important as much as it is important for our family. The idea that all morality is one and that all people, organizations, and countries must have the same goals to sustain a healthy living and love their nation as their family still pains in from us as a ripe example of true patriotism. Jai Hind. And I'm going over to the poem right now. The title is Shahid Divas. दिल पुकार पुकार कर कहता है, वह फांसी का फंदा था जैसे, पूजा के घर में आरती भारत माँ के लिए, एक जुनून जो देश की आजादी के लिए हर वक्त प्रज्वलित हो उठता था। कहते थे हर वो नौजवान सशक्त था, दिल में एक आशा की किरण लिए, उसके स्वाधीन भारत का सपना पूरा होगा, राष्ट्रीय ध्वज जब ऊपर उड़ेगा एकता का पैगाम लिए। नमन है उन 3 शहीदों को, भगत सिंह, राजगुरु और सुखराम जैसे वीर योद्धा, हमें इतिहास में स्मरण कराते कर्तव्यों और देशभक्ति और गौरव को। ब्रिटिश शासक जॉन सॉन्डर्स के खिलाफ उनकी हत्या एक वीरता का मिसाल, हंसते हंसते उनकी बलिदान, मातृभूमि को अपनी कुर्बानी देकर गए वो शहीद जिनका अमर रहेगा नाम। मार्च 23 को हर साल शहीद दिवस पर उनको सम्मान, हर एक भारतीय को उन्हें श्रद्धांजलि अर्पण। दिल से एक ही पुकार, देशभक्ति भी हमारी जिम्मेदारी है, देश ही बड़ा परिवार है। महात्मा गांधी की हत्या एक और बलिदान का मिसाल, 30 जनवरी 1948 को नाथूराम गोडसे ने निर्दयता का दिया परिचय और पैगाम। साधना, त्याग और साधारण जीवन के प्रतीक महात्मा गांधी हमारे राष्ट्रपिता हो गए शहीद। इस अहिंसा के पुजारी के निधन पर उनकी पुण्यतिथि को हर साल याद कर शहीद दिवस में अंतर्राष्ट्रीय अहिंसा दिवस भी मनाते हैं हम सभी गौरव से। Thank you so much all of you for listening to me.
Thank you so much, Somdatta, such a powerful poet performer you are. You're not just a poet, you're also a performer. And both your poems have this tremendous narrative quality, and I enjoyed all of it. I'm sure those who've understood your language, which you have explained beforehand. So Jai Hind, and we go to Dr. Gangalaxmi Patnaik. She's a very prolific poet and writer. Welcome, Gangalaxmi.
Good evening, everyone. I am Dr. Gangalaxmi Patnaik from Odisha. Felt great pleasure receiving invitation for recitation by esteemed Roopali Madam. It's really awesome to participate in this virtual recitation. Title of recitation is Fagun Splendor. Title of recitation is Fagun Splendor. It's Fagun, whose arrival makes all ropes of relationships get tangled here, excites throbbing heart to go faster, all long treasured griefs disappear. It's Fagun, whose arrival makes all ropes of relationships get tangled here, excites throbbing heart to go faster, all long treasured griefs disappear. At least one idea clear, Fagun goes strong month of joy. Giti, I begin to realize Fagun symbolizes celebration of spring, friendship, energy. At least one idea clear, Fagun goes strong month of joy. Giti, I begin to realize Fagun symbolizes celebration of spring, friendship, energy. When we play in ecstasy and joy, Holi, the festival of colors, the butterflies of our wishes flutter about. Life breathes in and whispers. When we play ecstasy and joy, Holi, the festival of colors, the butterflies of our wishes flutter about. Life breathes in and whispers. Experienced excitement with flavor, grandeur, promise, love, merriment, harmony, content. like a patch of floating clouds. We float and flutter with delight. Experienced excitement with flavor and grandeur, promise love merriment, harmony content, like a patch of floating clouds. We float and flutter with delight. Holi gets its name from Holika, demon king Hiranyakaship's young sister, symbolic victory of good over evil, represented by the Holika bonfire. Holi gets its name from Holika, demon king Hiranyakaship's young sister, symbolic victory of good over evil, represents by the Holika bonfire. Holi also the festival celebrates the eternal divine love of Radha Krishna. It's celebrated in memory of love of Radha Krishna in Vrindavan, Mathura. Holi also the festival celebrates the eternal divine love of Radha Krishna. It's celebrated in memory of love.
Your sound has gone off, Gangalaxmi.
Ma'am, you are muted again. Yeah, it's
Madam,
fine.
again, do I read?
No, carry on. You continue from where you finished.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I am Dr. Gangalaxmi Patnaik from Odisha. Felt great pleasure receiving invitation for recitation by esteemed Roopali Madam. It's really awesome to participate in virtual recitation. Title of recitation is Fagun Splendor. Title of recitation is Fagun Splendor. It's Fagun whose arrival makes all ropes of relationships get tangled here, excites throbbing heart to go faster, all long treasured griefs disappear. It's Fagun whose arrival makes all ropes of relationships get tangled here, excites throbbing heart to go faster, all long treasured griefs disappear. At least one idea clear, Fagun symbolizes Fagun goes strong month of joy, giddy. I begin to realize Fagun symbolizes celebration of spring friendship energy. At least one idea clear, Fagun goes strong month of joy, giddy. I begin to realize Fagun symbolizes celebration of spring friendship energy. When we play in ecstasy and joy, Holi the festival of colors, the butterflies of our wishes flutter about, life breathes in and whispers. When we play in ecstasy and joy, Holi the festival of colors, the butterflies of our wishes flutter about, life breathes in and whispers. Experienced excitement with flavor, grandeur, promise, love, merriment, harmony, content, like a patch of floating clouds, we float and flutter with delight. Experienced excitement with flavor, grandeur, promise, love, merriment, harmony, content, like a patch of floating clouds, we float and flutter with delight. Holi gets its name from Holika, demon king Hiranyakaship's young sister, symbolic victory of good over evil, represents by the Holika bonfire. Holi gets its name from Holika, demon king Hiranyakaship's young sister, symbolic victory of good over evil, represents by the Holika bonfire. Holi also the festival celebrates eternal divine love of Radha Krishna, celebrated in memory of love of Radha Krishna in Vrindavan, Mathura. Holi also the festival celebrates the eternal divine love of Radha Krishna. It's celebrated in memory of love of Radha Krishna in Vrindavan, Mathura. Recitation is over. Thanks, dear poet friends. My Madam, a small
Thank
poem.
you so much.
Second poem is very small, a micro poem.
Okay.
The title is Hues of Love. Hues of Love, my childhood memory. A sudden spell of holy colors sets me to silence and hurts me to my infancy. A sudden spell of holy colors sets me to silence and hurts me to my infancy. Why does childhood fly back to me without its colors? Why does childhood fly back to me without its colors? I only listen to its echoes. The glimpses of those green years bring in a relief. I only listen to its echoes. The glimpses of those green years bring in a relief. Now I dream how to sprinkle colors into my life, holy hues to color my soul, blush my cheeks, burn my ego, ill thoughts in the fire of holy. Now I dream how to sprinkle colors into my life, holy hues to color my soul, blush my cheeks, burn my ego, ill thoughts in the fire of holy. Get drenched in love, colors and treasure memories in my life today and always. Get drenched in love, colors and treasure memories in my life today and always. Thanks, dear friends. Recitation is over. Thank you all.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Gangalaxmi. You know, so many people reading poems on the Spring Festival, Holi. It's one of the most beautiful festivals because it's very tactile. Everybody can participate in it. You don't require money to celebrate it because you have to wear old clothes to get drenched. You don't have to buy new clothes. And everybody's out. And the most beautiful part of it is, which I like, and this is for you all, my friends, is that when we are doused with color, our identity is erased. And when our identity is erased and we don't know who is who, then we merge with the Almighty completely. And in His kingdom, there are no differences. So we go ahead now to Ray Whitaker. I think you haven't read your poem yet, have you? Because I joined a little late, so I'm asking you. That's why. Is it your turn? Can you read? You have?
I have not read. I have not read
okay.
yet.
Okay, go ahead, because I joined late, so I wasn't sure. But I really enjoy listening to you.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me. I have two pieces today, and I would like to read to everyone. One is old and one is new, but we'll start with the old one. It's called New Zealand. If I had my druthers of being able to go to any place I wanted, it would have to be some unspoiled place, Eden-like, with pristine beauty and miles of rolling hills where I could roam. Tonight, the six of us were playing the game, If You Could Go. Places were named while the wine flowed that night, beaches, mountains, cities. There was a sense of something else inferred. From all the different places, there was a something not even spoken, not the geography so much. Everyone's place of their druthers was an escape, really, from all of their life's hassles, concerns, worries. Some of us seemed to think that certain cities were the place to absorb their worries, while others felt that sand in between their toes at the beach was where concerns could be left behind. A couple of us thought that hills and mountains should calm the hassles they felt. When it was my turn, I said it'd have to be New Zealand. The pictures I've seen draw the imagination in. Those stories are of unspoiled peacefulness, seemingly far away from my day-to-day fusion. Thank you. And then this one, thank you very much, everyone.
This is a dreamland, New Zealand. Everybody's dreamland.
Yeah.
New Zealand is, yes.
And that kind of leads me to this next piece I wrote last week. It's called
Go ahead.
dream of the woods, eyes open, careful treading, wondering about while wandering about, walking through the woods with no apparent destination, not off toward the horizon or away from the dawn, just someplace between living and dying. Brown barked tree trunks, like those of mighty tall pines. There's the green leaves, though not of a pine, more like a poplar or a pin oak in full summer growth. A tramped yellow grass on the path before me where I walk barefoot. Rounding a gentle curve in betwixt taller grasses, a peacefulness here with happy bird chatter, settling on my ears like a warm greeting among friends. Into a clearing in these thick woods, a space opening up like creation, fresh as a new birth, building in intensity like a poem developing. There in the middle, a 10-foot tall mirror with gold gilded frame all around, resting on a newly cut dais of fresh logs, the dominant character in this glade full of life. Could have been a passageway, perhaps settling off into some place like Valhalla or Elysium, even heaven, but it was not that. No pot of gold at the end of the rainbow here, a mirror that has shone dapper, enticing in sunlight, reflecting that what was before it. The vision of and features characters of the sentient standing. It began to rain. The water washes, coursing down the reflection in rivulets. Thank you.
Beautiful poem, very meditative and very much Emersonian. You know, it's like Walden Pond. I was thinking of Walden Pond. Beautiful poems, Ray. Really enjoyed them. You took us to another, took us to the world that we dream of this quietness, of peace. And it can only be found in nature. Deeply so. Thank you so much. I think Prasanna says he's back. Prasanna, are you back?
Thank you, ma'am, for always being like being a guardian angel for me. It's always.
Where are you?
Thanks for filling in.
Come back.
Yeah, I'm here, ma'am. I'm here. So,
Okay.
anyways, thanks. Sorry for that, my dear friends. I had this huge technical issue is happening. I don't know why. When would I go off again? I don't know.
There's an evil.
But yes.
There's an evil eye on you.
But yes, thanks, Ray. Thanks for joining, and thank you for presenting your again a beautiful and a meditative kind of poem. Please welcome Henry L. Jones.
Hello, my friends.
Hi.
And happy Holi to the ones that celebrate. This is the first time I've heard about it. And, there's so many traditions and celebrations all around the world. And it's by coming together that we learn of new observances. So this is wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm going to read two poems to you today. The first one is titled Ready to Be Loved. It's in my upcoming book, Black Skillet Blues Poetry Without Cornbread. Ready to be loved. Age brews the years of our pains and mistakes, allowing the frustrations and fires of the past to first make us boil, but then simmer. We cover ourselves to hide slowly, cooking. We look around at what's going on, wondering what we could have done differently. Perhaps avoid certain people or not experience a moment. But then after all the water cooks away, we're left with the tasty flavor full of spices. Just right, that when someone meets us and takes a spoonful of our flesh, and give a large, big smile. Then they look into our eyes and give a large, long smile. We good. Good enough to allow our past to feed someone, either for a moment or a lifetime. Someone who accepts, loves, and understands those pains and mistakes we made, accepts our scars as beauty. No more salt is needed to awaken the flavors. We're just right for someone who's hungry and ready to be loved. And this next poem is from my old book, Run Into Blackness, Feeling My Poetic Gumbo. Make some room. She prayed for a stranger to love her, then called out in Jesus' name, her heart still full of bitterness, but had no one else to blame. Cataract eyes blurred her dreams, cracked lips whispered twisted lies. She wanted lust to remove her misery, but in her bedroom, passion just dies. A frightened child peeks into the room. She seeks strong, warm arms to embrace, to give comfort when her legs get cold, or running away from love and grace. Her face turns away, feeling unworthy, not dead, but desiring to see the light, still clutching her bag of broken promises, the old fool hell-bent on being right. She screamed for a stranger to save her, lift her up before she drowned in gloom, bring her back to life with a gentle kiss. But her heart never made the room. Thank you very much, my friends.
That was Henry with his powerful rendition. Ma'am, would you like to go? Roopali, ma'am, would you like to say something? Yeah.
No, I think you can go ahead, but I love the way he recites his poem. His voice is so sonorous, it's so beautiful, and it conveys what he's saying. And I think it's something we learn as poets, when we present our poems, that we learn from you, Henry. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was remarkable. Thanks for joining, Henry. Thank you. And yes, my dear friends, please, if you're presenting to give a, present a second one, a short one. I mean, like, yeah, I've got a good number. So maybe this is happening of this internet issue. So I request you all to observe that. And please welcome our next poet, Garima Sudan Kapoor.
Hello, good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. Wishing you all a very happy Holi. And I just want, sir, to request everyone, is it okay, Roopali ma'am and Prasanna sir, if Diya can recite the poem first? So she can be free. She has to go to her very closest friend is going for
Yes,
good.
ma'am. Go ahead. Go ahead.
For the airport. So she'll be going for ever to Australia. So she wanted to just go and have a goodbye thing. So I'm just giving to her. Wow. Then. Okay. Let's see. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, Prasanna sir, for this opportunity. And the title of my poem is Girlhood as It Is. Shall I start? Am I audible?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Diya, go ahead.
I know you inside and out. Silly girl, I've been you, keeping a brave face, chasing away the doubt. Smiling out at the world, and it tries to push you down. They try to dim your light because they can't handle something quite so bright. Sweet girl, just keep your head held high. Don't let anyone topple your crown with their judging whispers and sighs. Foolish girl, I have been you, proud of yourself when you understand, only to be admonished by a harsh hand. Darling girl, I've been there, looking lost in a crowd. Don't let anyone tell you your voice speaks too loud. Don't let them break your spirit because they're afraid you're not part of the mold, because they're scared of the power you hold. So when they beat you down, rise for another goal. Special girl, you have so much further to go. Stupid girl, did all you love end up breaking your heart? Pick up the pieces, careful now, put it together again. Don't let anyone tell you you're foolish for having heart. Lovely girl, draw yourself up tall. Don't let anyone tell you that you aren't worth it all. That was it. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. So what girl you are?
Exactly my question.
Yes. Thank you, Diya. That was a beautiful poem and so maternal also in terms of instructing. And I think you're telling yourself this, isn't it? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
1 second, Diya. I think you are all of them. You are all of them because I'm really liked your poem. I can see the image of my children. I mean, especially my daughter and daughter-in-law. So all the best.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Take care.
Honored, humbled.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Shall I recite?
Garima. Yes, ma'am. Garima. Yes.
Okay. I'll be reciting my poem in Hindi and I'll be just giving a gist in English at the end of my Hindi poem. कविता का शीर्षक जिंदगी तू ही बता तू है क्या। जिंदगी तू ही बता तू है क्या, कभी तू बंद तिजोरी तो कभी तू खुली किताब है, कभी तू गर्मियों की चिलचिलाती धूप तो कभी बारिशों की बौछार है, कभी तू इंद्रधनुष सी मनमोहक है, कभी तू इंद्रधनुष सी मनमोहक है तो कभी तू सूना रेगिस्तान, कभी बंजर सी जमीन तो कभी किसानों का लहराता खेत खलिहान है। जिंदगी तू ही बता तू है क्या, कभी घनघोर काली रात तो कभी खिलखिलाता सवेरा है, कभी जिंदगी तू बच्चों की किलकारियों सी लगे तो कभी सन्नाटा चहुं ओर सा, कभी शतरंज के मोहरों सा खिलाती तो कभी लूडो के सांप सीढ़ी सा नचाती, कभी तो नीम सी कड़वी जिंदगी, कभी तो नीम सी कड़वी तो कभी तो शहद जैसी मीठी सी, कभी तो बच्चों की जिद जैसी अड़ियल तो कभी सैनिकों का देश पर मर मिटने का जुनून सा, कभी माँ के प्यार की ठंडी छांव सी तो कभी पिता के कड़क मिजाज सी। जिंदगी तू ही बता तू है क्या। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप सभी का। I'll just tell you the gist for my English poets all over the world. The title is Life, Shades of Life. Life, tell me, what are you? You are never like a closed safe, but an open book. Sometimes you are scorching heat of summer. Other times you are a shower of rain. Sometimes you are charming as rainbow. At a point, you are a desolate, barren land. Sometimes you are like flourishing fields and farms. Life, tell me, what are you? Sometimes a dark night, and sometimes you are a blooming morning. Sometimes, life, you seem like children's laughter, and sometimes there is silence all around. Sometimes you play a game of chess with us. Sometimes you would make us dance like a snakes and ladders game. Sometimes you are bitter as neem, and other times you are sweet as honey. Some life you are stubborn as a child.
At times, you are like soldiers of the country who have dedication to it till the grave. Sometimes, like the cool shade of a mother's love, you have a harsh time. Sometimes you have a harsh temper like that of a father. Life, tell me, what are you? Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, ma'am. That was really brilliant. But yes, you presented a translation, not a gist. My friend, I require a gist. It takes away the time, but yes, so beautiful. That was Garima Sudan and with her daughter Diya Mittai. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for
Thank you so
making
much,
it.
sir.
Please welcome Richard Spisak.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor to be here among this fine selection of poets. I have two little pieces for you. This first one refers to the scene behind me. Up in the mountains of Tennessee, there is a wonderful little swimming hole, a little difficult to get to, and this is a little poem about it. It's called The Blue Hole. We wanted to swim in a natural spring. That's just how we are. That's just how we swing. We'd like to swim natural in a spring or a river, but we don't like pollution, not one little sliver. We checked all the rivers, we checked all the lakes, and we saw lots of water hazards. Don't make any mistakes. But in this woodsy district with its mountains and creeks, wasn't there someone to swim without chemical leaks? We asked all the neighbors, we asked the state park crew. It took us more than a year till we found someone who knew. Then all of a sudden we found five, who all mentioned the same one. I kid you, no jive. They told it the same way, each single one. They'd say, the blue hole. And then we're suddenly dumb. When we pressed them upon it, they said in one voice, it's a pure spring, that's certain, but it's just not my choice. Is it natural and pure, we asked quizzically. It's just hard to get to, quite a walk. Sure, you go and you'll see. A stroll in the woods, how could that ever be bad? Only one thing that they'd ever say, almost under their hat, that was that parking was good, not a long walk by half. We waited for a hot day when the sun burned so bright, a nice day for a leafy, foresty hike. We drove into the mountains an hour or more. We drove up in the mountains for the blue hole experience we'd waited so long for. What would we find in the mysterious hole used in summers for a century or more? What kind of grotto would there be? Any falls? Would assumed it'd be crowded because wall to wall, a twisty and turny road into the hills surrounded by trees, ravines, and all of their furls. We turned a corner and we saw a wide spot with a gravelly area, one car in the lot. We pulled in quite slowly. They were loading, it seemed. And was this the benefit we could ask? Was this the place of our dreams? You go right down the path. They weighed diffidently as they left. We just couldn't tell, was it north, east, south, or west? We toured round the gravel lot. There were 3 or 4 paths. Not a one looked overused. We resigned with a laugh. We picked one at random, though not one looked direct, but it tumbled down through the woods, root rutted, unsteady. We might break our necks. The path down was steep. It was rutted with roots. It was crisscrossed. You had to carefully place each step lest your head be embossed. I've got to tell you, we had not a single free hand. But we had chairs and coolers and everything but a picnic, but ants and some sand. Carefully, we picked our way down the steep, overgrown path. Each root rock tottered, slicks down the trail. Best you didn't laugh. Whether from rain or just mist, the whole trail was soaked. You had to step carefully or your neck might be broke. We came into a clearing, and oh my, there it appeared. A pretty little grotto with ferns, rocks, and a falls. We nearly cheered. A simple little spring with boulders around it and a lovely waterfall that splashes. We found it. To enter the water, you had to jump over the rocks, but to climb out, my friend, you better have tentacles in your socks. The boulders surrounding were polished and smooth, missing any handhold or ledge or even the tiniest groove. There was nothing to grasp on or cling to. It wasn't all slick, but after used as a swimming hole for 100 years or more, you'd think, for gosh sake, they'd managed some kind of trick. We pretended our fingers had tiny sticky pads, and we inched slowly out because that's all we had. The water was great. It was clean. It was cool. But we now knew why the mention of the blue hole was a little subdued. That was true. Thank you, my friends.
What was that? Is it a rap or is it spoken word? But that's what we call is wheelchair Spisak. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Up next is, yes, Gopal, our veteran army man. Please welcome Gopal Purdhani.
नमस्कार सब दोस्तों को, होली मुबारक हो। मैं जैसे पहले भी बोल चुका हूँ कि हमेशा मैं हिंदुस्तानी में बोलता हूँ। हिंदुस्तानी वो लैंग्वेज है जो कि मिश्रण है हिंदी का और उर्दू का। अभी अभी तस्नीम मैडम ने सोल्जर के बारे में कुछ बोला। मैं सोल्जर हूँ और मैं क्या हूँ मैं वो बताना चाहता हूँ। एक रुपये पेश किस्मत है कि मैं भारत का सैनिक हूँ, मुझे डरना नहीं आता। मैं भारत का सैनिक हूँ, मुझे डरना नहीं आता। मुझे अपने दुश्मन पर रहम करना नहीं आता। मेरी ललकार को अपनी मौत का पैगाम जान लो, जो कहता हूँ उससे मुकरना नहीं आता। मैं सोल्जर हूँ भारत का, मुझे डरना नहीं आता। ऐसे एक छोटी सी और रुबाई है कि कुदरत का करिश्मा। हम आर्मी में औरत की बहुत इज्जत करते हैं। एक सीनियर से सीनियर जनरल भी बैठा होगा, अगर छोटे से रैंक की या रैंक के हस्बैंड की वाइफ आए तो वो भी खड़ा होके उसको नमस्कार पहले करेगा और तो बाद में है। लेडीज के बारे में मैंने अर्ज किया है कि कुदरत का करिश्मा है औरत की निशानी में। कुदरत का करिश्मा है औरत की निशानी में। निशानी का मतलब एग्जिस्टेंस, जीने की कहानी है औरत की कहानी में। उसे स्वर्ग पाने की इच्छा ना होगी जिसने बचपन बताया माँ की गोद सुहानी में। जिसने बचपन गुजारा अपनी माँ की गोद सुहानी में। ऐसी एक और चौपाई है, छोटी रवाई है कि बिखरे हुए अरमानों की धुंधली सी याद हूं मैं। बिखरे हुए अरमानों की धुंधली सी याद हूं मैं। किसी टूटे हुए दिल की नामंजूर फरियाद हूं मैं। मुझे एक उम्मीद के सहारे का पल्लू पकड़ा दो। मुझे एक उम्मीद के सहारे का पल्लू पकड़ा दो, जो कभी पूरी ना होगी वो मियाद हूं मैं। बिखरे हुए अरमानों की धुंधली सी याद हूं मैं। और अगर इजाजत हो पसना साहब, मैं एक छोटी सी गजल सुनाना चाहूंगा।
जी जी सर,
आंख बंद करके देखा तो खुदा नजर आया। आंख बंद करके देखा तो खुदा नजर आया। आज लौट के मैं अपने घर आया। तो जिसको समझे थे कि हम मंजिल पा गए हैं हम, वो तो एक मोड़ था, बीच डगर आया। और वो तो महकता था जहां सजदा कर रहे हम। वो शराब खाना था जहां हम भगवान का घर समझ के मत्था टेक। क्योंकि हंसी का जश्न देकर खुदा नजर आया है कि सब के सब हंस रहे थे, खुश थे, शराब पी रहे थे या जो भी कर रहे थे। और हमने सोचा कि ये मंदिर है जहाँ खुदा की रहमत है, वही मैं सजदा कर आया अपना। तो एक आखिरी शेर है कि हम तो इंसानों की बस्ती में खोजते रहे। हम तो इंसानों की बस्ती में खोजते रहे, हमें लेकिन एक भी इंसान ना नजर आया। हम तो इंसानों की बस्ती में खोजते रहे, हमें एक भी इंसान ना नजर आया। नमस्कार, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। एक बार फिर होली मुबारक आपको सबको।
आपको भी होली मुबारक। And
बहुत
thank
बहुत
you so
शुक्रिया।
much, Colonel Purdhani. I'm butting in Prasanna, but he's very special because he served in the Indian Army, and he has so much love for this country, and it comes out in every line of his poems. So thank you so much, Colonel Pradhani.
Namaskar. Thank you. Dhanyavad.
Dhanyavad, sir. Thank you.
Dhanyavad.
Always
Dhanyavad.
the wisdom words that you pour out. Please welcome Ronnie Tucker. Ronnie, you're up.
How you doing there? I had two, but if you think the time limit is going, I could just read one if you want me to, Prasanna.
Yes, if you have two, please present one short and one, normal one. Okay. Yeah.
All right, let me get to it.
Ronnie has gone. I think he has got. Please welcome Dr. Gargi Saha. Gargi Saha. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Good evening, all. Thank you, Prasanna sir, for inviting me in this forum of poetry. Wishing everyone a very happy and safe Holi. Today, I would like to present a poem on Holi. Holi. The nature is bathed in vibrant, various colors, as if the rainbow showered on earth's paradise. The sun rays, orangish red, so much says, prosperity and vegetation, fulfillment and satisfaction, as if nature changes its robes, wears colorful, designed bangles, earrings, necklaces, and dances wholeheartedly in its own rhythm and sanctity. When color is in the air, celebrations out blare. It's the advent of the holy, fun, frolic, mismatched clothes, glory. That's the first one. The second one is the snail. Smooth, slender, surfy skin, round, coiled, fat, not thin. Silently it moves, all about it roves. The insect's shell, the vast ocean, its deserted well, pace is immensely slow, moves from high mountains to steep valleys low. A life of wandering, yet no one to care, cannot reveal its emotions, moods, or feelings. It's within itself, an introvert, recluse of high degree. As if committed never to open, its vision be trapped like horse never widens. Small, succulent, sweet object in the world so large, it seems to emerge with the world. A spirit of loneliness, a thought of gentleness, a taste of pacification, an object of admiration. Sinister, silent, serene the snail, be beautifully colored, designed, decorated, or white and pale. The silent sleeper, the snail, it's detached, never weeps or wails. Thank you.
Very philosophical, ma'am. You have this inclination or bent of, spirituality. Always. Very pity, I would say. Beautiful. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Dr. Gargi Saha. Please welcome. I would like to Harpreet Kaur. Miss Harpreet Kaur.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Can you hear me? Because there was some little...
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you very much. And happy Holi to everyone. And I am little confused. I have written a holy poem, which I am really, double-minded to share with you. because Bangalore is struggling with water very badly. In our society, it is not allowed to play Holi with water. So this is about save the water. Please, people, don't take it that I'm against Holi or something. These are this poem I have written a few days back, where we were deciding to play Holi or not to play Holi in the society. So where I'm staying. So I will request you to take as a water crisis poem, not against the Holi. Okay, please, thank you. So it is in Hindi, this poem, Holi ka Geet. Na bhigao, na bhigao, इस ना भिगाओ पिचकारी से इस तन को पानी की फुहारों से, सूखे हुए गिरते वृक्ष, परिंदे जीवों के सूखे हलक तरस रहे हैं कुछ पानी की बूंदों को। चिलचिलाती धूप में आंखें उठती हैं, देखती हैं आसमानों को, और सुनने की कोशिश करते हैं बादलों की उमड़ घुमड़ को और पपीहे की सुरीली धुन को। सूखा चेहरा धरती माँ का, मुरझाई प्रकृति की गोद भी, गिरते हुए पेड़, सूखी हुई घास, आंखें आईना दिखाते हैं तुम्हारे ही कल का, आईना दिखाते हैं तुम्हारे ही कल का। न भिगाओ पिचकारी से इस तन को पानी की फुहारों से, सूखे हुए गिरते वृक्ष, परिंदे जीवों के सूखे हलक तरस रहे हैं कुछ पानी की बूंदों को। पकड़कर हथेलियों से इस गिरती हुई बूंदों को समेट के रख लो अपने कल की धरोहर को, समेट के रख लो अपने कल की धरोहर को। देखो हमारे बच्चों का कल कहीं खो ना जाए उड़ते हुए रेत और मिट्टी की अंधेरियों में, उड़ते हुए रेत और मिट्टी की अंधेरियों में। आज ना भिगाओ इस तन को पिचकारी की फुहारों से, मनाएंगे हम होली। There is a hope also. If there is a drought, there is a hope also. मनाएंगे हम होली जब माँ का चेहरा धुलेगा, मनाएंगे हम होली जब माँ का चेहरा धुलेगा, रिमझिम की फुहारों से और पपीहे की धुन से। मनाएंगे हम होली नभ की पिचकारियों से, बनाएंगे हम होली नभ की पिचकारियों से। Thank you. My second.
That was a brilliant.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Significant contribution, ma'am. That's brilliant, very much.
Thank you. Actually, my eyes were shedding tears when I wrote, because I visited the nearby jungles for 3-4 days. I went to Ooty. When I saw the dry trees and animals, my heart was crying throughout the way. So thank you. Yes, sir, you were telling me something. Sorry, I budged in between.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, go ahead, ma'am. Present your short one, second one. Second one should be short one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think it is short one. I will say it quickly because I decided on this. So the second one is the fire of love. I howl like a wolf and love like a dove to reach the infinity that will shape my desires. My lover glares at me and I chose not to speak about it. I do realize this. Still, I do not know myself. Like the never-ending skies. At night, I turn that mouth into a smile before gathering the day's failure in the wrinkles beside my eyes. For I wish he sees the universe through me. I have never spoken a word. I have never seen a sight. So I stab my chest to check whose heart I possess, the sarcasm I use, and the nausea I observe. No wonder I say sweet words and murder with sight. I feast on the sun. I feast on the sun and drown the men who look at me. It tastes like freedom and seems like a cage. And damn, I try to get through this tide. The ego in me comes as no surprise, stripping me naked in the dead of the night and a world of my own to reach the infinity that will shape my desires. At night, I turn that mouth into a smile. Before gathering the day's failure in the wrinkles beside my eyes, I get through the tide, the mind of the man I love, and the soul of the devil, my killer's instinct and my humble side. Therefore, I am mute and blind. Don't make me your puppet though. Let me fly. No wonder I say sweet words and kill with sight. That is why my voice is silenced and my eyes shows all my feelings. The pain he gave caused me cries. When I speak, I bleed with my eyes. My lover glares at me and chose not to speak. It tastes like freedom and seems like a cage. So I stand up like a tigress when I see something that is not fair. But I feel like the moon's child, floating among the stars, made from the wild. I have fire in my eyes and the calmness of the sea in my heart. So I have the loudest shouts and tears that sigh. But this bruised heart is all mine. Maybe that is why I can't see or talk, yet so aware of the world around me. I howl like a wolf and love like a dove. Yet I love you till eternity because love never dies. Because love never dies. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry for the lengthy poem, but I selected it before, so it was very difficult for me to go to another one. Thank you, sir.
Lovely poem, ma'am. Your poem speaks volumes of your invisible pain for the creatures and the world too. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Very powerful, ma'am. Very powerful rendition, I would say. Thank you for coming and thanks for, making us hear you, listen you. Well,
thank you.
Please
Sir.
give a round of applause, my
Thank
dear friends. Please welcome Dr. Roopali Sircar.
Thank you, Prasanna, and good evening, dear poets, or my friends. I'm just going to read one poem. Perhaps it'll be a little long because this is not written by me. It's by Dr. Kumud Bala, who runs a very, very successful poetry forum called Kavya Comedy. And she's right now, she's, in the intensive care unit of a hospital, not keeping very well. So I thought I'd read her poem. And this has been published in a book called, an anthology called The Force is With Us, an international anthology dedicated celebrating the armed forces. So this poem she has written about, she has tremendous feelings for the armed forces. And so this is in Hindi. I may take a little time because that's I'm not going to read two poems because my reading may not be very good. It's called Veer Sainiko, the brave soldiers. श्वासों का संपन्न देश पे करके हिमवान बन गए हो तुम, सुगर्भित माँ का आंचल है सुरक्षित आसमान बन गए हो तुम। ये देश है वीर जवानों का, अलबेलों का, मस्तानों का, मृत्यु का चुंबन करने वाले वीर बांकुड़ों बलिदानों का। देश की मिट्टी धन्य जहां जन्म तिता लिया, ऐसे वीर सपूतों ने आजादी के दुल्हन के दीवानों और वीर परवानों का। प्रशंसा करते वीर जिभा नहीं थकती, महान बन गए हो तुम। श्वासों का संपन्न देश पे करके हिमवान बन गए हो तुम, सुगर्भित माँ का आंचल है सुरक्षित आसमान बन गए हो तुम। कितने पहन के चोली बसंती वीरों ने दी है कुर्बानी, आज हमारा देश उन्हीं को गर्वित हो दे रहा सलामी। वीर वीरांगनाओं भी कम नहीं, किया इतिहास ने चिन्हित। ललनाओं के जौहर पे गर्व से देश भेज रहा प्रणामी। सीमा पे वीर सैनिकों डटे रहो, मूल्यवान बन गए हो तुम। श्वासों का संपन्न देश पे करके हिमवान बन गए हो तुम। सुगर्वित माँ का अंचल है सुरक्षित, आसमान बन गए हो तुम। सोना चांदी हीरा मोती देश से बढ़कर कुछ भी नहीं। देश की मिट्टी उगले सोना, परिश्रम से बढ़कर कुछ भी नहीं। राम कृष्ण रहमान की भूमि, अपवित्र इसको कोई ना कर पाए। हथेली पर जा रखते सैनिक, इससे बढ़कर कुछ भी नहीं। कर गलवान की नई घाटी सुरक्षित, अज्ञान बन के रहे हो तुम। श्वासों का संपन्न देश के करके हिमवान बन गए हो तुम। सुगर्वित माँ का आंचल है सुरक्षित, आसमान बन गए हो तुम. So this is by Kumud Bala, and I read it because she's not well and she's such a great poet. So this is for her. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Wish speedy recovery, and we wish we meet and gather soon. But that was lovely. Prayers on behalf of entire members of Fatal Brains. Would you like to read your piece, ma'am?
I can't.
Okay. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Dr. Roopali Sircar Gaur. Read a poem on behalf of Dr. Kumud Bala, who is down with health issue, and she is in ICCU. Please welcome Shobha Deshpande, Professor Shobha Deshpande.
नमस्कार, वनकम, सबको होली की शुभकामनाएं। मेरा शीर्षक है होली। आई रे होली, आई रे भाईचारा को ले, आई रे भाईचारा को जगाने आई रे। कई रंगों के साथ आई रे, बेभाव आई रे, आई रे होली आई को जगाने आई रे, भाई को जगाने आई जमा करे, हो के लकड़ियां जमा करे, स्मरण करने आई रे, होलिका का स्मरण करने आई रे, होली जलाने दिया लेके जलाने के घुमाते हैं माए रे, कीड़े मकोड़े आई रे होली आई रे, भाईचारा को जगाने आई रे। नन्हे कर खेले रे, कर खेले पिचकारियों में भर भर भिगोरे, पिचकारियों में रंग भर भर भिगोरे। आई रे होली आई रे, भाईचारा को जगाने आई रे। हंसी उमंगों के साथ लेके आए, सबको जोश से नचाने आए, जोश से नचाने आए रे, आई रे होली आई रे, भाईचारा को जगाने आए, जूते गले में पहनने, जूते गले में पहनने के लिए आइए, नाली में गिर कर अपने को स्वर्ग समझे रे, गिर कर अपने स्वर्ग समझे, भाईचारा को जगाइए, सात रंगों को मुख में आए रे, सात रंगों को मुख पर ले, खुशियों से वसुदेव कुटुंबकम बनाने आई रे, वसुदेव कुटुंबकम बनाने आई रे होली आई रे, भाईचारा को जगाने आई रे, भाईचारा को जगाने आई रे। धन्यवाद प्रसन्ना जी को भी धन्यवाद, ये मौका हमको दिए, सभी भाई बहनों को भी होली की शुभकामनाएं।
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. That was lovely, beautiful singing, and thank you for making it. Happy Holi. Please
एक तेलुगु
welcome.
का छोटा बोलूं क्या?
जी प्लीज जी बिल्कुल जी जी जी
हाँ, ఒకటి కొంటే మరొకటి ఫ్రీ శీర్షిక నమ్మక యోగాతో ధ్యానంతో ఆరోగ్యం ఫ్రీ, యోగాతో ధ్యానంతో ఆరోగ్యం ఫ్రీ, శాంతంతో ఆరోగ్యం ఫ్రీ, శాంతంతో ఆరోగ్యం ఫ్రీ, నిజాయితీతో నిద్ర ఫ్రీ, నిజాయితీతో నిద్ర ఫ్రీ, ప్రేమతో మంచితనం ఫ్రీ, ప్రేమతో మంచితనం ఫ్రీ, సేవలతో ఆశీర్వాదం ఫ్రీ, సేవల ఆశీర్వాదం ఫ్రీ, కవితలతో శాల్వా ఫ్రీ, కవితలతో శాల్వా ఫ్రీ, మంచి మాటలతో విచార స్థితి, మంచి మాట విచార స్థితి ఫ్రీ, కోట్లాడుతూ ఒళ్ళంతా కోట్లాడేవంతా మంట ఫ్రీ, కోపం నూనె పదార్థాలతో కోపంతో అసిడిటీ ఫ్రీ, ద్వేషంతో అల్సర్ ఫ్రీ, ఒత్తిడితో అధిక ఫ్రీ, ఒత్తిడితో అధిక బీపీ ఫ్రీ, ఫ్రీ, నమ్మకంతో స్నేహం ఫ్రీ, నమ్మకంతో స్నేహం ఫ్రీ, ఫ్రీ ఫ్రీ। ये मौका देकर आपको होली की शुभकामनाएं।
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. That was lovely. Again, I'm requesting friends, if you are presenting 2 poems, please present one, shorter one, and yes, as usual, if you are presenting one, yeah. But yes, please welcome next poet, Reema Rai Singh.
Good evening, everyone. Namaskar. Thank you, Prasanna ji, for giving me such a wonderful opportunity. And thank you all for being here. Wishing you happy Holi. Today I will be reciting a poem in Hindi. ईश्वर देखता है सब। और इसके पहले मैं चाहती हूँ कि होली के लिए मैंने कुछ लाइनें लिखी हैं। खेल है ये रंगों का, खेल है ये रंगों का, रंग बिरंगे हो जाइए। खेल है ये रंगों का, रंग बिरंगे हो जाइए। कल का क्या होगा वो ईश्वर जाने। आज तो मुस्कुराइए। आपको और आपके परिवार को होली की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। मेरी कविता है ईश्वर देखता है सब। कर्मों पर नजर रखो, ईश्वर देखता है सब। कर्मों पर नजर रखो, ईश्वर देखता है सब। लफ्जों पर लगाओ रोक, ईश्वर देखता है सब। किसी को दुख न पहुंचाओ, ईश्वर देखता है सब। यहाँ पर सब मुसाफिर हैं। यहाँ पर सब मुसाफिर हैं, सफर कर रहे हैं सब। कुछ पल जीने आए हैं, रोज मर रहे हैं सब। एक अंजाम होना है, एक अंजाम होना है, सभी को मौत आनी है। एक अंजाम होना है, सभी को मौत आनी है। न जिंदा बचकर जाओगे, यहीं पर मरोगे सब। सिकंदर बन के मत घूमो, सिकंदर बन के मत घूमो। सिकंदर भी बचा था कब। सिकंदर बन के मत घूमो, सिकंदर भी बचा था कब। खाली हाथ आया था, खाली हाथ ही लौटा। जमी 2 गज मिली उसको, विजय करना था जिसको जग। कर्मों पर नजर रखो, ईश्वर देखता है सब। लफ्जों पर लगाओ रो, ईश्वर देखता है सब। प्रसन्ना जी, मैं दूसरी कविता है, वो छोटी सी है, मैं पढ़ना चाहूंगी, आपकी इजाजत चाहूंगी। दिल चाहे, दिल चाहे लिखूं तुम पर कविता। दिल चाहे लिखूं तुम पर कविता। दिल चाहे कि तुम पर गजल लिखूं। दिल चाहे लिखूं तुम पर कविता। दिल चाहे कि तुम पर गजल लिखूं। दिल चाहे कि तुमको याद करूं। दिल में छाए इस वीराने को तेरी यादों से आबाद करूं। इसे मैंने ट्रांसलेट भी किया है। Wish I could write a poem for you from the heart. Wish I could compose a ghazal dedicated to you. Wish I could remember you fondly in my heart. Let this solitude be shattered. Prosper this dissolution with memories of you.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful.
एक छोटा सा मुक्तक है, छोटा सा मुक्तक है। उसे मैं अपनी
No, ma'am, you're exceeding the time, so thank you. But sorry, I'm afraid I can't continue with that.
कोई बात नहीं।
Thank
थैंक
you.
यू सो मच। और
Thank
आप
you.
सभी को
Till next
होली की
week.
ढेर सारी शुभकामनाएं। थैंक यू।
Dear Sari Shubkamnae, ma'am. Thank you. That was beautiful. Please give a round of applause to Reema Rai Singh. Please welcome Bizo. No, Bizo. Yes, yes. Go ahead, Bizo. Isaac, go ahead. Isaac, unmute your mic, please. Isaac, please unmute.
Lt.Col. Flower. How marvelous to see the beautiful flower of love. The drops of happiness decorate the life. Dear friend, thank you for your gift. Thank you, Lt.Col, Israel.
Thank you, Isaac. That was so nice of you
Thank
for
you.
joining, and it's a beautiful, short one, sweet one. Please welcome Manatita Hutchinson, Acharya. Before that, please give a round of applause to Isaac.
Thank you. Thank you, friend.
Thank you, my friend Isaac. So, the miracle of love. The day I tasted the miracle of love, I was enthralled by her sweetness and character. Soaring like an eagle on silvery wings, I saw her dancing in the firmament, her smiles and laughter filling the air with sweetest joy. At nights I kiss the lapis lazuli of an enchanting moonlight, heralding sunrise, caressing the beauty of my dreams. Daybreak summoned the sweet lamp of my heart, scribbling verses to the majesty of the sun. King David's psalms whispers softly, the symphony of sparrows in my core. My spirit melts, bathing in the beatitudes of the one called Christ. My tongue becomes an artist, painting love songs to my lips, whose wine echoes the drunken sweetness of the soul. The second is for the Indian diaspora. It's about holy. Chained to my long nights of self-created loneliness and remorse, I was concealed in the gray mist of an abyss of ignorance, haunting me since the dawn of millennia. Until you came, the grim face of my shadows taunted me, forcing me into a dark alley of impediments that I mistook for the journey home. Yet you entered my lair, like Daniel in a den of lions, burning my lecherous tar of despair. I saw you, the sweetest fire of supernal beauty, dancing in the flute of Sri Krishna's delight. Holy, 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 Mere Prabhu, you have merged, my Lord. Victory to Jesus the Christ, victory to my darling Radha, victory to Lord Krishna's flute. This sweet atonement, my heart wakens to the light as dawn's unfurling with your grace. Awake, O lover, the moon and stars are dancing, the nightingale is wooing your soul with the melody of heaven's lute. Rejoice, Radha's emanating her cutest smile. Sri Krishna's conch celebrates the advent of light, dispelling the darkness. Let us celebrate this eternal harvest. Spring has arrived and the sunflowers are waltzing so beautifully. Bring food. Charity enhances love. Where is the savor? Zakat. Let us feast with the Lord in his celestial langar. Why worry about skin tones and painting faces? The soul's delighted, love's in full bloom, and the fireflies are dancing. The light of morn awakes to celebrate our victory. Hiranyakashipu is gone, and Prahlad is victorious. Come, let us honor the victory of Jannah in our hearts. Ravana is no more, Shaitan has fled, and humanity is rejoicing. Sing, sing, let us chant Hari Bol, celebrate Holika Dahan as the heavenly garment is now sat on the sacred lap of Prahlad. Let the children play with balloons. Palm Sunday arrives and hearts are receptive to the messages of Christ. The God-man has ascended to paradise. Let us rejoice. Get on the donkeys of humility and sweetness. Throw ego and vanity to the winds of past regrets. Simplicity dances in the New Jerusalem. Let us make haste. This is a festival of unity, a kaleidoscope of colors. Bring family, friends, food. Let us celebrate in harmony and oneness the glory of the triumph of love over ignorance. Let us go to the abode of puja. Bring out the water, gulal, camphor, coconut and turmeric, incense, sticks, flowers, fruits and sweets. Serve the holy prasad and be at peace. Krishna, 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 Prabhu, Jayonacharya, Mare Kobu. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. London Carrier, thank you.
My God, I must admit, Acharya, that you always leave us in awe to have, wanting to be more from you and,
And today is
I
Palm
have no
Sunday, so I
comments.
merged it too. You know, the eternal Sanatana Dharma Tattvamasi speaks of the universal consciousness. And I made Brahma, well, I didn't make it. Brahma is one, as we all know. So I merged the universal consciousness with East and West. Because we have Palm Sunday, you have Holi, and we have Easter here.
Not you and we, not me, us, and something like, you know, it's solos, and but yes, you mesmerized with your, poetic exuberance that, that streams down from your, what you call, pen and mind and brain. That's, that's what do you call? Somdatta Mitra has given has a beautiful comment in response to your comment.
And the painting is necessary, but I was giving a play on that because Sri Krishna is normally regarded as dark skinned and rather is more light skinned. So that was the reference to the painting, not the other way around.
I sensed an incarnation of Sri Krishna just in Lantern Career's poetry moment back.
I am a servant of the servant of the servant of Ram. That's what Lord Chaitanya said, you know. I want to remain an eternal beginner like my teacher. Yeah, Lord Guranga said he was the servant of the servant of the servant of Ram. So maybe I shouldn't even say that. I am the servant of 1,000 servants of Ram.
But frankly speaking, such an honor. I mean, like, say, having a poem in a different tradition and a custom, and it's like a religion, it's a faith, and it's remarkable. Thank you, Landon. Thank you, Acharya.
Thank you. Thank
as
you.
always. Please welcome the Miss Saraswati Poswal, who runs a beautiful platform called Sargam, and she has taken a beautiful anthologies out. It's got e-zines. Please welcome Saraswati Poswal.
Good morning, good evening, namaskar, sat sri akal, adab, salam to everyone. Wishing you all a very happy Holi to the people around all over the world. So I'll not take, I got my 2 poems. Those were very lengthy as you people are having a very scarcity of time. So I'll go with my 2 short poems on the Holi itself. So I'll start with that, one of my English poem, Color. Color my heart with the paint of infinite love. Color my heart with the paint of infinite love, which never fades down. Your love heading me always like crown. Color my heart with paint of infinite love, which never fades down. Your love heading me always like crown. Color that never let me down. Paint my heart in that color. Color of patience, which becomes an essence. Color of patience, which becomes an essence. Color of humility, which glorifies me with integrity. Color of humility, which glorifies me with integrity. Color of faith. Color of faith, which changes all my fate. Color of solitude, which always rapture me with gratitude. Color of nature, to nurture my soul. Paint my heart with the color of love. This was my short and risky poem. Now the another one is in Hindi. That's also a very short one. आओ मिलकर फाग मना लें, आओ मिलकर फाग मना लें, कान्हा संग एक गीत ही गा लें. As Lentonson has given very nice example, I was listening him. He's a very big fan of Krishna, and that was wonderful. We can't go in that depth also, so I'll be presenting only few lines on it. आओ मिलकर फाग मना लें, कान्हा संग एक गीत ही गा लें, रंगों की बौछार हो ऐसी, रंगों की बौछार हो ऐसी, तन मन भीगे खेले होली, हम इंसानियत का पाठ पढ़ा लें. आओ मिलकर फाग मना लें. आज तो भिगो दे तुझको हम जोली, आज तो भिगो दे तुझको हम जोली, रंगों से खेले हम एक दूजे संग होली. आओ मिलकर फाग मना लें, सब गोपी संग रास रचा लें. आओ मिलकर फाग मना लें, सब गोपी संग रास रचा लें। रंगों की बौछार हो ऐसी, रंगों की बौछार हो ऐसी, लाल पीला मले रंग तुमको, लाल पीला रंगे रंग तुमको। आओ मिलकर फाग मना लें, आओ मिलकर फाग मना लें। आज तो भिगो दें हम तुझको, चाहे भीगे तेरी चोली, चाहे भीगे तेरी चोली। उम्मीद है ये मेरी छोटी सी कविता आपको पसंद आई होगी। Thank you so much. Happy Holi once again to everyone. Bye bye. Have a nice time. Thank you so much, K. Kumar ji. I love you all.
हैप्पी होली मैम, बहुत बहुत उम्दा पेशकश, छोटी बहुत गहराई है इसमें, colors and the holy, happy Holi. I have one piece that was shared by a veteran lawyer advocate, and his name is Dr. Advocate Muralidhar, and he is 85 years old. So I'll be reading his poem. Kindle the light drives of the night. Night is dark. Darkness dwells in negative, and negative brings down the thoughts and in ideas of positive or good, and good thoughts are hopeful. Hopes makes person happy. Happiness leads to better life. Better life keeps one in satisfaction. Satisfaction gives tranquil mind. Tranquil mind results contentment. Contentment helps to enjoy divine bliss. That was from Dr. Advocate Muralidhar. He's a 85 years old veteran, lawyer. So that was his poem presented. He asked me to read out that poem on his behalf. Please welcome Dr. Retired banker, please, Shyamaprasad Patnaik, last but not least. Poet. Yes.
Good evening, Prasanna sir, for inviting me, and I am very happy Holi to all of you. I am going to recite two of my short poems. One is in English and another is in Odia, my mother tongue. The first poem is of the title, Solitude Intensifies Self-Love. Solitude evokes emotional feelings, rhyming in quarantine, far away from frustration. Introvert often handles loneliness amidst bosom friends with affection. Confinement ushers profound thinking along with attitude to face adverse situations. Meditative silence helps introspection, perception, boost morale, and enrich wisdom. Loving duos need solitariness to reciprocate mutual unbound eternal love. Solitude transcends loneliness, poets and lovers humming romantic melodious tune. Solitude ignites spirit of inspiration, illuminate heart's path to contentment. Soul's inner realm can be visualized through incarcerated feelings of love. Infinite love transcends borders of relationships, influenced by soothing isolation. Solitude intensifies love, unite two sublime souls, caressing eternally forever. The second poem is in Odia, that is my mother tongue. That was written on World Poetry Day. On 21st March, we have celebrated World Poetry Day. So, Vishwa Kavita Divas mein ମୋର ଏଇ ଛୋଟ କବିତା। କବିତାର ଶୀର୍ଷକ କବିତା ଏକ ପ୍ରଶମନକାରୀ ମଲମ। ପୋଏମ୍ ଏ ହିଲିଂ ବାମ୍। କବିତା ଏକ ବେଦନା ପ୍ରଶମନକାରୀ ଅମୋଘ ମଲମ, ଯାହା ଚତୁର୍ଦିଗରେ ସକାରାତ୍ମକ ସ୍ପନ୍ଦନ ବିସ୍ତାର କରେ। କବିର ସମୟ ଅତି ସନ୍ତର୍ପଣରେ ଅତିକ୍ରମ କରେ। ନକାରାତ୍ମକ ଭାବନା ପାଇଁ କୌଣସି ଶୂନ୍ୟସ୍ଥାନ ଛାଡ଼େନି। ଭାବନା ସବୁ ଉତ୍କର୍ଷ କଳ୍ପନାର ଅଥଳ ସାଗର ବୁକୁରେ ନିଜକୁ ସମ୍ପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣ ନିମଗ୍ନ କରି ହଜିଯାଏ। ଏକ ଶୃଙ୍ଖଳାମୟ ଭାବପ୍ରବଣତାରେ ବୁଣାଯାଇଥିବା ରୋମାଞ୍ଚିତ ପଦଗୁଡ଼ିକ ଅନନ୍ତ ପ୍ରେମକୁ ଗୌରବାନ୍ୱିତ କରେ। କବି ନିଜ କବିତାର ଛନ୍ଦରେ ପ୍ରେମର ଆଲୋଡ଼ନ ସୃଷ୍ଟି କରି ପ୍ରେମୀ ଯୁଗଳଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଏକ ନିଆରା ତାଜମହଲ ଗଢ଼ିଦିଏ। ନିଜ କବିତାର ଯାଦୁଗରୀ ଶବ୍ଦର ଇନ୍ଦ୍ରଜାଲ ମଧ୍ୟ ଦେଇ ନିଜ କବିତାର ଜାଦୁଗରୀ ଶବ୍ଦର ଇନ୍ଦ୍ରଜାଲ ମଧ୍ୟ ଦେଇ ପ୍ରେମିକର ସ୍ୱପ୍ନ ସୁନ୍ଦରୀର ସ୍ୱରୂପକୁ ଜୀବନ୍ୟାସ ଦେଇ ସଜାଇ ଦିଏ। କବି ବିରହୀ ପ୍ରେମିକର କ୍ଷତ ବିକ୍ଷତ ଯନ୍ତ୍ରଣାସିକ୍ତ ହୃଦୟ ବିନା ସ୍ପର୍ଶରେ ଶକ୍ତିଶାଳୀ ଶବ୍ଦର କୁହୁକ ଭରା ମଲମର ପ୍ରଲେପ ଦେଇ ବେଦନା ପ୍ରଶମିତ କରେ। ପ୍ରେମର ଉତ୍ତପ୍ତ ଲାଭା ଉଦ୍ଗୀରଣ ହୁଏ ହୃଦୟ କନ୍ଦରର ଆଗ୍ନେୟଗିରିରେ, ତାରକାମୟ ଅମା ଅନ୍ଧାର ରାତିର ନିସ୍ତବ୍ଧତା ମଧ୍ୟରେ। ଉଦୀୟମାନ ଗୌରବମୟ ସୂର୍ଯ୍ୟ ହୃଦୟରେ ସ୍ୱର୍ଗୀୟ ଆଧ୍ୟାତ୍ମିକ ଜାଗରଣ ସୃଷ୍ଟି କରି ପୁନରପି ସୁପ୍ତ ଜୀବନକୁ ଚଳଚଞ୍ଚଳ କରେ। ବସନ୍ତର ସ୍ନିଗ୍ଧ ଶୀତଳତା ଏବଂ ସୁଗନ୍ଧିତ ପୁଷ୍ପରାଜିର ରଙ୍ଗ ବିସ୍ତୀର୍ଣ୍ଣ କାନଭାସର ଛବିକୁ ରଙ୍ଗୀନ କରି ଗଢ଼ି ତୋଳେ। କବି ନିଜ ମନର ଭାବ କବିତା ମାଧ୍ୟମରେ ଅଭିବ୍ୟକ୍ତ କରି ଇନ୍ଦ୍ରଧନୁର ସପ୍ତରଙ୍ଗରେ ରଙ୍ଗେଇ ଦିଏ। କବିତା ଶାନ୍ତ ସମୀରଣ, ସୁନ୍ଦର ଧରା ଓ ଶୀତଳ ଚନ୍ଦ୍ରମାର ଚରମ ଆକର୍ଷଣରେ ସ୍ୱତଃପ୍ରବୃତ୍ତ ସ୍ଫୁରିତ ଓ ସମୁଜ୍ଜଳିତ ହୁଏ। ଉଦ୍ଭିଦମାନଙ୍କର ସବୁଜ ରଙ୍ଗର ବସ୍ତ୍ର ଜୀବଜନ୍ତୁଙ୍କ ବିବିଧତା କବିତାର ଶୋଭାବର୍ଦ୍ଧନ କରେ। ମେଘାଚ୍ଛନ୍ନ ସୁନୀଳ ଆକାଶ, ପହିଲି ବର୍ଷାର ଆର୍ଦ୍ର ମାଟିର ବାସ୍ନା କବିର ଅନ୍ତରାତ୍ମାକୁ ଆନନ୍ଦମୟ ଓ ଉଦ୍ବେଳିତ କରେ। And that is the end of my Odia poem. Hope you like it. Thank you for watching and listening.
Excellent, sir. Excellent. But we expected a short one. Second, if you're presenting, we expected a short one. But yes, we loved it. It was presented on World Poetry Day, and so beautiful. Kavita, Kavita, Kavita. I have one piece that's will before winding up this recital, and I'm getting on. And thank you, Dane. Thank you for introducing Mercedes, and thank you, Swarna, for joining. And hope you like it. The recital. Here is my poem. This is again written on World Poetry Day 4 years back. Hope you would like it. I'm no poet, I'm no author, I'm no reader, I'm no writer, I'm no man of letters, I'm out of words, hardly know of alphabets, hardly make out feelings, hardly grasp things, hardly understand nature's pulse, what's agony and anguish, what's pleasure and happiness, what's spirituality, what's materiality, how the rain showers, how the bird twitters, how the dog barks, how the fish flaps, which and what is beauty, which and what is ugly. I am ignorant of permutation and combination. I'm mere illiterate. I'm mere illiterate. I enjoy whatever I come across. I'm no poet. I'm no poet. Thank you. Thank you. So
and
that
you're
is
one of the greatest. You're one of the greatest poets.
Oh my God.
You're wonderful. What are you talking
Thank you. Thank you, my dear friends, and thank you for joining. Thank you, Swarna. Wish you could share your, this, what you call social network handles. You could share with us, and you're gonna land an hour here. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Henry. Thank you, Henry, for being with us. Thank you, Roopali Mars, for filling in, and thank you, Somdatta ma'am,